Hey guys! Guess what I got in the mail today? Candyland! Time to unbox this. I'm gonna wrap this thing real quick. Read that backstory later, but right now, here's the Candyland. Here's the gingerbread kids stack of cards. Already looking good. We got a cupcake. Not sure what that means for this board. We got some rules here, and boom! This is what the board looks like. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get the old board for reference. Alright, I'm back, and I got this older board that I had in my closet. This is apparently a collector's item now. The 90s version of Candyland. And as you can see, this is what I grew up with. This is nostalgia right here. And this is the new board I got. Look at it! Just looking at this thing. It is twice the length. Holy cow, look at how windy this is. There's no shortcuts. Okay, maybe there's like one, but still. Look at this. We've got so many new characters. We've got Duke of Swirl. We've got Grandma Gooey. And the rest is basically copy and paste. We got Princess Lolly, Princess Frostine, and King Candy. Let's come over here. We got the gingerbread tree. We got Mr. Mint. There's a tall one. Jolly. We got Grandma Nut. Excuse me, Brandy. We got Gloopy. You guys remember Gloopy? There's Lolly. There's Frostine. They're not even confirmed whether or not they're princesses. Okay, Princess Frostine is actually pretty confirmed. She looks like a queen, though. There's Lolly. Lolly isn't confirmed as a princess. That means she's probably the queen. And there's King Candy. So right away, you can see the difference between the old board that I have and I grew up with. Oh, look, there's Lord Licorice. And there's Lord Licorice. Lord Licorice. This Lord Licorice looks like he can star in a cartoon series. This Lord Licorice looks like he got stripped straight out of an anime. I'm not specifying. You know the one. And look, there's Grandma Nut, and Gloopy. Did I mention Grandma Nut? I don't think I mentioned Grandma Nut. But bam, there's Grandma Nut. She's not there anymore. That's just the gingerbread house where the gingerbread kids are. Apparently, no more gingerbread tree. Yeah, I suppose. But look, there's a Cupcake Commons? What? But look, they combine Grandma Nut and Gloopy to create Grandma Gluey. Now, I don't know about you, but this grandma and that grandma look very different, if you ask me. And what is going on with Frostine's outfit? Oh my goodness. YouTube, don't demonetize me. This is a confirmed look. Look at how she looks. She looks like a mom. She looks like a soccer mom. She went from soccer mom to a 10 out of 10 to a waifu body pillow. Princess Lolly went from girl in a costume to full-on pixie. That's actually a good upgrade. I like that. But I think a downgrade is the fact that I think the biggest downgrade is that we went from this to that. Oh my sweet Samilla, what is this? Those look like demon children. They're not cutesy. One of them Asian, I think. I don't know. None of them's wearing glasses. One kid's wearing glasses. That one's more I think that one's a little harsh, though. You see that? You see the squint on that eye? Can I zoom in? You see that? You know how squinty that is? I'm very shaky right now. I had a lot of coffee. That's the brightness. I don't want to... And oh my gosh, we got Peppermint Pass. Replace Peppermint Forest. We're missing an entire ecosystem, people. And look at this. There's just signs that are on the board. They're not like little cute little arrows pointing you in the direction anymore. They're just signs. They're just there. Alrighty. Enough about gushing over the board details. Let's take a little lookity look. First of all, the story of Candyland, and then the rules of... There's the story of Candyland, and then the rules of Candyland. Let's hit up the story. So, I'm not reading this entire thing, so I'm just going to sum it up Vine style. I'm going to give it a read real quick, so I can sum it up, though. So, basically, what we're doing is having an adventure through Candyland. It's not specified what you're doing, by the way. That's sad, because I remember specifically that the whole bit about Candyland is that you're trying to free the castle from a spell that made it invisible by Lord Licorice here. And he's trying to stop you from uncovering Candyland and putting King Candy back on the throne, basically. And what you're doing is, as you're visiting the little areas here, is that you're collecting candy pieces to bring back King Candy, basically. Now, how that occurs is never actually specified, but I have a sneaking suspicion. But it wasn't just, vague adventure, romp, happy romp through Wonderland. No, you are saving this kingdom. And it's sad that they had to dump that plot for just... having an adventure. We're basically going for a walk through this magical place. We're not doing anything. We're just exploring. Which would be fine if it weren't for the fact that... that was kind of the plot. Game boards don't have plots anymore. This is a game board that's supposed to have a plot. And it dumped it for just vague stroll down the beach. Alright, these are the rules of Candyland. Now, I would read you this thing, but like the thing, it's kind of long, so I'm just going to sum it up for you. I actually have played Candyland in the past. So, here's the basic rundown. You start here, and the end goal is to go all the way up here. Now, what you want to do, but there's a wrinkle. Here are the game pieces. These are the things you want to use when you're playing. I'm gonna open these real quick. And we're back. I like using blue. So let's use blue as an example. I know the box says 2 to 4 players, but there's no one else here right now, and I'd rather not call out my relatives. The cats. With their demon eyes, good lord. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to use this player piece to walk around. Now, you can't actually move. You're not actually moving by numbers. Candyland is unique because you use these little cards. I showed you this earlier, but this is Cupcake Commons. And so I'm going to take a pause and open this bad boy up, give it a shuffle. We can start this game. Alright, I took it out. I shuffled the cards. I also put them face down to make it even harder to cheat, so you can't just keep drawing cards. Oh, I get to win. Oh, look, I get to go to the chocolate mountain as opposed to the chocolate swamp. I'm going to keep making comparisons to the original game, to this 90s version I have here. Apparently, again, this is a collector's item. Apparently, the 90s version is apparently a collector's item. So that was fun, trying to find my original board and get all the original pieces for. So instead I just said, screw it, let's get the new one, compare and contrast, make this video happen. So, as we're playing this game, you pick out a card, and you got, let's not actually start the game yet. You got a red card. You can only go that many squares. So 1 red. Boom. And it was exactly the thing I was on. I'm not sure why I moved it. And you have to do that for the whole game. Pick out a card. We got another red piece. Oh, look. There's a red piece here. Oh, no. We bypassed Peppermint Pass. Oh, it's okay. Hey, we're coming, heading up to the Cupcake Commons here. God. Got another red. You get the idea, but I'm going to keep playing till... Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to keep playing till I get a double. Now, with the double piece, you can actually go 2 of these spaces. So I got 2 reds. It doesn't count. It doesn't count the space you land on, because otherwise you'd be stuck in one place forever. So you go 1, 2. Now, around Lord Licorice is where it gets kind of iffy for me. Because I remember, and I think it's on this board. Yeah. I remember that if you land on this licorice space, it's actually very bad news. Because you lose a turn. Lose 1 turn. And it's twice. Wow. Twice. It doesn't actually point out on the board for you, which, come to think of it, this game claims that you don't actually need to read. So, number 1, this Candyland is already better, because it's got reading all over his house. And number 2, woo! That's why you gotta keep care of your boards. Holy heck! You gotta move your finger before closing the board. You end up ripping it out. Sorry about that, folks. Anyways, the whole point of this shebang is that you get into King Candy's castle, and that's the end of the game. I'm not going to play a full game for you right now, because I got nobody to play against. Forever alone, I suppose. But, yeah, that's basically... This is my unboxing of my new Candyland set. My old Candyland set got jacked. I'm going to keep that board, though. That's a good board. So, yeah. I hope today you learned a little more about how I grew up with Candyland. I'm not a 90s kid. I swear to high heaven. But I had a 90s board. And now I have a new board. And I'm going to get acquainted with this new board. And its plot, or lack thereof. It just says you're going on an adventure and you're avoiding Lord Licorice. It doesn't say why. That's frustrating to me. So yeah. 10 out of 10. Actually, no. I come to think of it, this is actually more like an 8 out of 10. Because it's still... Because it's like, I'm used to that play. I'm used to that game. And now we got all this new stuff. And it's like, why? Why? I get that they want to make it a faster game. Or a longer game, I guess. 15 minutes doesn't sound very long to me, but... Alright. So, yeah. Oh, wait. I haven't actually showcased what happens when you get one of these the pieces that actually have pictures on it. So I'm going to be right back so I can show you what happens.